today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Quick throw by Corral. It's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The Browns sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a handoff running through the middle.
And he is going to have a Browns first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Deebo Samuel
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
They were already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They'll drop to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free. I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, spread him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down,
touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. That's two really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they enter play here in this one on a two-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Aguilar.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Slot man moves right.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Here's Corral on 1st down.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
2nd and 10, Corral.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Oh, nice move.
Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do. and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He finds his man, complete. That's Aguilar. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And they work this out past the 25. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up. and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 7, Corral. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
On 3rd down, Corral.
And that will be incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The 2nd quarter score from Cincinnati. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown Raiders. Josh Jacobs from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
The first down throw here for Corral.
And that is taken in by Njoku. Now another timeout called for by the offense. offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion goes the tight end.
First down. Here's Corral with it. Right back to Njoku. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit.
York able to send this one through.
And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
Some problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A great effort there. 43 yards.
And the Raiders have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there.
Corral looking to throw it.
Got his target, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. Corral with it. 1st down here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reeves.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd and 2. Corral on 2nd down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Play action here. Corral.
Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Corral, another throw on 2nd down.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll go option to the short side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
York able to send this one through,
and that'll bring him back within a point.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, a field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up a throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The throw over the middle taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 2nd and 13. Corral. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
Sliding out of the pocket. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Another good reception there, and the Browns on the march.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now. Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On 3rd down, here's Corral.
And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Corral going to sneak it.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Taken in at the 3.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
He did a good job keeping his focus downfield as he rolled out of the pocket, trying to fit a pass in. But that defender nearby made sure that one didn't result in a first down.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
He'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's A.J. Cole now,
as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is fielded inside the 5. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
95 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
On first down, Barlow. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Corral.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. In motion comes the tight end left.
Corral to throw.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. Barlow. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line,